तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले, ओ तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले, तुझ में जो चिंगारी है उस शोला आज बना ले। जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी, ओ जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी, साथ हमेशा स्पोर्ट्स इंडी, शान बढ़ा तू रहे अगाड़ी, जीत की भाषा स्पोर्ट्स इंडी।
Hey, good evening and welcome to the world of sports. I mean, welcome to yet another episode of the world of sports. What a lovely initiative this is and a lovely concept which has been extended by the Sports Indie and of course the director of it, Supriya Badwe. But the entire effort of bringing it in front of us has been with Uttaramone's Miti Group, and this has been a great collaboration to bring in, to a certain extent, awareness about the world of sports, to explore the myriad colors of the world of sports. Well, if I have to start the episode for today, but I must say, if you look out of the window for a bit of a time, you'll see it's a nice sunny evening and the sun is going to set down in a while. I must say this is just the perfect time to go for a run, to go for a jog, or even to go for a very leisurely, happy, very therapeutic, emotionally, mentally satisfying, and a physically therapeutic leisure walk. But yes, I do understand completely that this is the pandemic situation, the lockdown times, and our movements are curtailed. But to keep us motivated during these times, there is so much that this episode of World of Sports is going to offer to you, because we are going to talk to somebody who is a very strong man indeed. He's the Iron Man, and not once but multiple times, and I'm just going to come to that figure as well. But seriously, this whole idea of creating awareness about sports and getting into the domain of sports is such a happening and such a gleeful idea, isn't it? So think about it. I mean, we talk about doing so many things, but the idea of sports goes a little more beyond exercise, as I believe. It's the idea which talks about commitment, tremendous amount of training, falling down but not accepting it and getting up again, rising up again. But the great idea is the camaraderie, is the idea of sportsmanship, or should I say sportswomanship, accepting every moment of the sports with a great style, with a great grace. That's the whole world of sports. And this is where we talk about bringing it to you, not just stories, but also experiences, challenges that these sport personalities have faced and how they have come winning on tops. Absolutely. So today as I said, we are going to talk to Dr. Amit Samarth. But before that, may I have the pleasure of bringing on board, we have with us Supriya Badwe, who is, as I said, the one who has given the initiative and given the concept of the world of sports. Supriya ji, namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, Priyamvada. Yes.
And it's such a nice thing to have you around. The yellow looks resplendent on you. Beautiful color that you're wearing, and such a bright and a motivating color as well. Supriya ji, we have with us today a man who is known as the Iron Man, but that's not his only pehchan. There's more to his personality. Would you have the honors to introduce him, please?
Yeah. So I welcome on board Dr. Amit, who is an endurance athlete, sports entrepreneur, and the Iron Man of India. So welcome, Dr. Amit Samarth, to World of Sports. It's really a pleasure to invite you. Yes.
Good evening and thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Very good evening.
Well, thank you so much, Amit ji. Namaste once again, because we did talk a while ago, but now that we are live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook and we are bringing up this entire episode of World of Sports, it's such a pleasure to have you today and to talk about your tremendous success which you have achieved in the world of sports. And we would love to, the youngsters, all the young friends who are watching us today would really love to know more from you. And I must tell you that Friends, he's not going to disappoint you at all. He's going to tell you stories, experiences, and of course, the tremendous amount of strength and the training that has gone into making the success today that he is. Amit, you tell me something. The name, as it appears, is Amit Samarth, but you are Dr. Amit Samarth, isn't it? So,
Yeah, yeah.
as a medico, and coming from a medical profession, uh, you have trained yourself so well. You have done your medicine in public health from abroad, and now suddenly you take a 360-degree turn, if I may say so, to become a full-time, sports personality. You just want to commit yourself to it, and the kind of achievements that you have had, it just shows that it's a passion. It's not just something that you want to pursue, but you want to pursue it with a passion. So just tell us about this. How did you make this switch from a medico, a person in public health, the training in public health, and now moving into a full-time sports personality? We'll love to listen to that.
Yeah. Uh, Good evening, everyone. Actually, yeah, I'm basically from Nagpur. I did my MBBS from Indira Gandhi Medical College here in Nagpur. Most of my schooling was also in Nagpur only. And then later on, I went on to do masters in public health from Johns Hopkins University.
Mhm.
And I was working in the field of public health with national and international NGOs and all. And I was working as a chief operating officer for Seva Mother Foundation based out of Bangalore. So, but I was always into running marathons and doing Ironman and all those kind of races. And but at that time I was not like I used to. It was like my serious hobby, serious passion. But I was still working full time into a job, and so at the age of 35, I actually decided that means I left the full-time job and I went back to my hometown Nagpur, and I started my own sports academy and our own organization to organize marathons, cyclothons, and triathlons in Nagpur. So that is how we started our sports academy, endurance sports academy, miles and milers in Nagpur, and we started giving people training for marathon, for running, doing Ironman, and doing other things. So that is how I actually uh, became like more like a full-time athlete and a full-time into sports entrepreneurship and sports promotion. That's what I do now.
Okay, great. But I'm sure your medical background has helped you in this, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it has helped me a lot to train, to do a lot of scientific training, to nutrition, and then I also I understand all these things far better than others. Training, scientific training, and then nutrition, recovery, all these things I understand far better than others actually.
That's right. But tell me something, since this whole episode is about, in the world of sports, is all about creating awareness about sports. Of course, we see people around, but that's not how it is. Just a gulli danda khelna is not a sports, of course, although that should also be considered as one. But there is a certain amount of training, there's a certain amount of discipline. So, what exactly is endurance sports, and what kind of a training goes into that? Please explain that.
Endurance sports is means anything related to running, cycling, swimming, or combination of all three, like triathlon, where you have swimming, cycling, running all three together. So anything related to distance, like running a marathon, half marathon, or a ultra marathon, or a cycle race which is 50 kilometer, 100 kilometer, or a 5,000 kilometer. So everything related to covering huge distances is actually endurance sports.
Mm-hmm.
So and it is like means you have to get through the distance as quickly as possible. That is what the entire race is all about. So endurance sports are all related to this.
Okay, great. You have won the, and I'm going to give this as something which should come with a great splash of colors, which should come with, firecrackers and a lot of noise and sound and beating of the drums. You have won the Iron Man not once, twice, 16 times. Is that right?
My,
So yeah, I have done Ironmans 16 times, and I have won couple of races also, but not I have not won all the races. But yeah, I have
Okay.
got the
See that,
title of
that
Ironman 16
well, that tells us that you're a little more human to think about that you could participate and win few. But that's really wonderful. So 16 times participation, winning a few of those. Tell us about the competition per se, and how did you feel about your first win? How was that feeling?
Yeah, actually, my first win was in near Mysore. There is a triathlon called as Thonnur Lake Triathlon. That was a very memorable win for me in 2014-15, and it was extremely means you remember these things so well. You will never forget these kind of things in your life. And an Ironman is basically a combination of three sports where you have to swim, you have to do cycling, and you have to do running. But only thing in Ironman, the distances are very long, like 4 kilometer swim, then you have to cycle 180 kilometers, and then immediately you have to run a full marathon, which is a 42-kilometer run. So these distances are very long, and then there is a cutoff for everything. So you cannot take as much as time you want to. So you have to do all the sports within a cutoff time, and that is why Ironman is one of the most difficult single day endurance sport in the world. It is one of the most difficult race in a 1 day race.
That's right. And considering that it's a competition, you're not the lone person there. There are quite a few people along with you who have
Yeah,
trained
yeah,
equally or
hundreds
perhaps
of
better. Yes.
nowadays hundreds of people participate in Ironman, and it is a very popular sport in US and Australia and in Europe also.
That's right. I'll come to you, Supriya ji. Now, just now that Dr. Amit Samarth had spoken about, and he says that how Iron Man is one sport in which a large number of people are now participating, which in a way also tells us that the awareness about it has increased. People are becoming more competitive, and they are willing to, participate in such events. Do you really think that every athlete should train for endurance or should go for an endurance training? Supriya ji, what do you think about it?
yes, Priyamvada, it is endurance is very much necessary, of course, because to achieve something in sports field, you have to be very healthy, maintained, and it requires a lot of dedication and sincerity. So, of course, endurance is much needed, and today Dr. Amit is with us, and he himself is a doctor. So, Sports India is all about developing a sports ecosystem. So, for development of one player, how a doctor, a mentor, a coach, a psychologist, a dietitian, uh, equipments provider, this and all, even now. Uh, Apparel in sports has become a very good area to work in. So it this whole ecosystem is for one emerging sports person. So I think, Miss, if I go to this sports ecosystem, maybe most of the characteristics are are already with our Dr. Amit, because being a doctor, he knows all about the anatomy. He knows about what is the diet required, and this all these things might have created a much level up endurance in him. And yes, I have seen a lot huge number of medals behind him. So all the those are just hanging on a wall. So it's really great for you to have on this platform, Dr. Amik, today. Really, we are very happy to receive you over here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, that is really something. And Supriya ji, there are quite a few points, in fact, I would like to ponder upon about which you have spoken. I like the word, of course, ecosystem that you talk about, ecosystem about the sport. There's so many areas that can be explored just by being a part of the world of the sports. And of course, the second pointer, which is very obvious, which you made a reference to the medals hanging on the from the ceiling and on the wall as I see it. People go for very expensive home decors. They spend lakhs and crores of rupees, but this kind of a decor is worth having. It isn't it? It just talks so much about a person and the kind of participation and the competition, the training that you have been to. Amit, now I need to refer to this because I really can't remember all of this. You are an ultra cyclist, okay, and the first Asian to complete a ride from the west coast of America to the east coast, and that too in the very first attempt. That's a lot of accolades, isn't it? Now tell us about that journey which you had and how did you train for such an extreme long journey?
Yeah, I did something called as Race Across America, which is a 5,000 kilometer cycle race. So
Mm-hmm.
from west coast of America to east coast of America, and
Mm-hmm.
it is so you have to, so you are only given 12 days to do this. So you have to cross the entire North America continent, which is 5,000 kilometers across desert of Arizona and across different hills of Colorado, mountains of Colorado and all. So they only give you 12 days to do this. 12 days is like 288 hours, and there is
Mm-hmm.
no extra time to sleep or have food or anything. So that actually comes to cycling every day, 21 to 22 hours a day, for straight for 12 days. So you hardly get to sleep for 1 or 1.5 hour every day. And you have to cycle almost on an average 450 kilometers a day to do the race successfully. So I did this race successfully in 2017, and I was the
Mm-hmm.
first Indian to do the race successfully in my first attempt. And
Okay.
before that, no Indian had done the race successfully. This race across America. It is a very famous ultra cycling race, which is almost 40-year-old race happens in America. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, in 2018, I did something called as Red Bull Trans Siberian Extreme, which is world's longest ultra cycling race. It is 9,100 kilometers, and it happens in Russia. So it starts from Moscow and it ends in a city called as Vladivostok. So
Mm-hmm.
it goes through 9,100 kilometers in Russia from Moscow to Vladivostok across 7 different time zones and 4 climatic zones, and across the entire terrain of Siberia, which is a very harsh and very hilly terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, I did that race successfully in 2018, and I'm the only Asian cyclist to do that race successfully so far. And there are only 7 people in the world who have done the race that successfully so far. This Red Bull Trans Siberian Extreme. It is one of the world's longest cycling race, ultra cycling race, as well as one of the toughest endurance race, because it is very very long. 9,100 kilometers has to be done in 25 days, and in the very harsh weather conditions of Siberia, and it's a very different geographical location also, because Russia is in North Hemisphere and we live in Asia, in Southeast Asia. So our weather conditions, our road conditions are very different than Russian weather conditions and road conditions. So it is one of the toughest race in the world, and I have done that. And then very recently, I have also done something called as Ride Across India, which is a 6,000 kilometer ride in India, which is a world record ride from which is on the golden quadrilateral of India. From it starts from Mumbai to Bangalore, Bangalore to Chennai, then Chennai to Visakhapatnam, Visakhapatnam to Calcutta, Calcutta to Varanasi, Varanasi to Delhi, Delhi to Jaipur, Udaipur, Ahmedabad, and back to Mumbai. So I did this 6,000 kilometer ride across India in a record time of 13 days, 9 hours in February 2021, very recently, in February just 2 months back, and it's a world record time. And uh, apart from that, I have also won a few other ultra cycling races, which is a Pune to Goa Deccan Cliffhanger race, which is a 650 kilometer.
So I think
So
Priyanka
yeah,
he has some
we lost
problem.
the connect with Dr. Amit Samath, and we will come back in a while. We should renew it
Yeah,
back in a while. But Supriya ji, isn't it fantastic? I mean, look at the man. He is, of course, very, very young. I wanted to ask him,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm going to ask him as he joins us back. But
yeah, yeah.
isn't this fascinating? You know, the kind of things that he's talking about, it takes tremendous amount of effort. But what I want to ask you is that we started this show to spread awareness about this whole idea of sports and the world of sports, and we named it also as the world of sports. And then we have had esteemed people, you know, sports personalities coming over here as guests, sharing their experiences with us. What would you like to tell the audience about what they can learn about, you know, the experiences of all these people who have come on our show and shared so nicely, so beautifully, and so humbly all their experiences? What would you want to say about that? What can they learn?
Uh, just I want to share with you, Priyamvada. We have started World of Sports on 13th of April, which was Marathi New Year Day, and really it has shaped up very well. So we have got guests from different sports field, and we have Dr. Uday Deshpande, we have Anjali, we have Kshipra and Varsha Upadhyay from sports, rhythmic gymnastics, and we have today Dr. Amit. So all sports is such a huge subject, and there are means like it's a outdoor sports are there, team event is there, solo is there, indoor is there, some more means like even a brain games. If you talk about chess, so brain game is also there. So lot of scope is there. And during this COVID and pandemic, what we are observing, we are not accustomed to such kind of lifestyle. So we have time wherein we can utilize our time for learning and interacting with such kind of esteemed personalities. I think learning from someone's experiences and to adapt it seems to be sometimes very easy as compared to you have to start on your own, then you have to learn from your own experiences. Yes, of course individual journey matters a lot, but certain inputs which are very useful for specific sports from the expert of that field matters a lot. And really that has given a uh, large good coverage of the specific sports, and definitely the micro details of that particular sports. And of course I think those who are watching and enjoying sports and who are interested in sports, it's a big experience for them, no doubt. And yes, this will definitely help them for their journey in their sports. So I think it's very nice to start this event in collaboration with Miti Group.
That's really wonderful. And Dr. Amit Samarth is back with us.
Yeah.
Amitji, I want to ask you one question. How does your day look like? What do you eat? How much do you sleep?
Means I nowadays I get up at 3:30 because we have to train very early in the morning in this lockdown. You cannot be training, so we actually train very early in the morning, like 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then I also run my own sports academy. So I have to train others also. So we also have on ground training. We also have online training also. So we train people all across India now. So for marathon, for fitness, we have more than 400 members. So we train people for different goals. For some people have serious sports goals like they want to run marathon or they want to do half marathon or they want to do Ironman. Some people have goals like they want to do fitness. They don't want very tough competitive goals. Then we also have competitive athletes also. So we have different groups, and we train them according to their goal. So that's how what we do. And in the present situation, we are not organizing any sports events and all because of the pandemic. There is all lockdown, so we cannot organize any sports event. So maybe in 2022 we will organize, and so that's what I get up very early, and then we train, and then I sleep in the afternoon for some time, and then I sleep by 9:30, 10 o'clock. Actually, I sleep off back again. So and nutrition wise, I have to be very careful with my nutrition because good thing is now it's all lockdown, so we are not going to any outdoor and we are not going to hotels and all where, so we are not eating any outside food. So all the we are eating actually home cooked food, and nutrition is a very important part of a sports person's life because training is only 20%, and what you eat after your training, how much you eat, how much protein you eat, how much carbohydrates you eat, all that determines how strong you get. So if your nutrition is very poor, if you are not eating enough carbohydrates, enough protein, fats and vitamins in your food, then there is no point of training because your body doesn't have enough nutrition to become strong after doing the training. So it is extremely important for all the athletes, sports person to be very careful with their nutrition.
Right. You are an ultra cyclist. You are also an endurance athlete. You're a taekwondo player and you are also a marathon runner. You are a bodybuilder. And I need a moment to breathe now. So, what do you think after achieving all these things, doing all these things? What are your future plans that you would like to tell us?
Yeah, future plans means of course I want to do more better in Ironman. I want to do very fast races and improve my worldwide ranking in Ironman. And then I want to also do race across America again, maybe after 2 3 years, and do it very fast. Race across America of 5,000 kilometers. So and then of course I have plans to grow my training academy and create more athletes and more competitive athletes, and we also organize marathons, cyclothon, and everything in Nagpur. So we want to make all these events national and international level events, so that people from all across the country can come to Nagpur and do the a competitive race in Nagpur.
Which is, I'm reminded of a song which is sung by Lata Mangeshkar. I'm not very sure who has written it. It will come to me in a moment. But it talks about Akash ke us par bhi Akash hai. So for you, when you spoke about it, it means that the race doesn't end here. There is so much more to achieve. There's so much more to keep
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
And
it's lot to
since
be
you said
done.
that you also have an academy and you have referred to it a couple of times in the course of our conversation today, what is your advice? When do you think people should start training? And what is the mindset with which they want to come? Because what I'm saying is many people want to come because they think, "Acha, Amit ji ne itna kiya hai, hum bhi utna hi kar payenge. We would be able to do as much." But so it's the idea is only of winning. But what would you want to suggest that how early should they train? And with what mindset should they enter this whole field, world of sports?
Actually, in my opinion, government should make rigorous sports training compulsory for everyone in the schools and colleges. It means this 1 hour PT period once in a week is of no use. If there has to be rigorous sports training for all the children every day for 2 hours, at least minimum 2 hours training, and then whatever then they can do their academic training, classrooms and studies and all. So we have to create a lot of balance. Now I'm seeing in all these cities, even in Nagpur, lot of children are only sitting at home and they are becoming obese and they are becoming overweight and all. So this is another pandemic which is actually coming, which we don't understand. Well, the government only talks about the present COVID pandemic and Corona pandemic, but we don't understand that for so many days, if the people are just sitting at home, and all these children who are just sitting at home, they are not doing any activity. So it is extremely important for all of like we have to make our children, our young generation very active and very. So it is very important. Sports and sports training can start at any age, any age, like after 10 years, 12 years. You can choose a sport, and it is not necessary that you have to do running, cycling, swimming. There are so many sports, so that's what I tell everyone, that choose one sport in your life. It can be basketball, volleyball, football, running, cycling, triathlon, and pursue it for rest of your life. Keep training in that sport. You will that sport will give you health, it will give you discipline, it will give you healthy life, it will give you a lot of new friends. So it will give you a different social circle, it will make you more adventurous, risk taker. So these things cannot be taught in a school, in a classroom. So sport can teach you so many things. So it is extremely important that we as a country should seriously focus on sports training, and it is not needed that every child will become an Olympian or something. It is not necessary, but all the children should go through sports training. You are understanding? Only few people will have that much of competitive edge, or they will have that kind of mindset to take up that much of rigorous training, and they can handle that much of suffering. So not everybody would like to do that and become a very highly competitive Olympic athlete or something like that. But all the children should play sport. So it is very important that uh, we should very seriously as a country, focus on rigorous sports training for everyone.
Well, I think on that note, we should kind of wish all the best to Dr. Amit Samarth for all his future endeavors and congratulate him for such a wonderful achievements that he has and the task that he is doing. Supriya ji, would you want to say something within half a minute?
Yeah, whatever he has shared with us is a fantastic journey, and above all, what I am feeling that keeping all in health and maintaining health, as to achieve Ironman or any achievement in any sports, we need a strong mental health, because there are quite disappointments, there are some hurts, there are some injuries. So that is going to be part of your journey. But to overcome all these hurdles, you need a strong mental health, and of course, with all his achievements, he has proven that. And it is fantastic to know his journey, and even his cyclothons, whatever journey also he has shared with us. So, nice to hear you, Dr. Amit, today.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mansi.
very much indeed. And we need these, pills of motivation every now and then. And I'm so glad that we have already had ours today on this Saturday. So, yes, on that note, Amitji, thank you once again. Thank you for coming on this platform. And of course, Supriyaji, thank you for providing, bringing up this concept and initiative, and for Uttara with her Miti group and the Sports India, of course, can keep going ahead. We will keep exploring this world of sports every Saturday at 5 p.m. Please be with us. And to watch this series, please, of course, you will keep getting notifications, but watch our series on the Facebook page of the Miti Group, and also on the Sports Indie. I mean, to talk about the Sports Indie world of sports. At the same time, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Miti Group Digital, and you will get us all there. But we look forward to another very fantastic episode of motivation, inspiration, and of course, the world of sports. So, thank you once again for joining us. See you once again.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Priyamvada. Thank you.
स्पोर्ट्स इंडी तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले ओ तिलक लगा के मिट्टी का तू बाजी आज लगा ले तुझ में जो चिंगारी है उस शोला आज बना ले जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी ओ जान लगा के खेल खिलाड़ी साथ हमेशा स्पोर्ट्स इंडी शान बढ़ा तू रहे अगाड़ी जीत की भाषा स्पोर्ट्स इंडी